Let's do it. So as you can see, we have a new assignment today that is about formulas and graphs. We're going to create our first graphs today. Vamos a crear nuestros primeros gráficos hoy. So if you open the Google Sheets document, you have a new Google Sheets called Family Budget. So si abrís el documento, que es este de aquí, hay un documento nuevo que se llama presupuesto familiar, Family Budget, ¿ok? Presupuesto familiar is this one right here. You guys, you're gonna need to put everything, more or less the expenses of your family, the whole family, in October, all the expenses, November, all the expenses, and December, all the expenses as well. Let me show you how it works. This is an example, okay? Imagine that I spent in October, my family spent in October for mortgage and rent 1,200. Same for November and same for December. So let me just check. Mortgage significa el pago de la casa, or rent, que significa el alquiler de la casa. All right. Water, same thing. So which one is the cost for the water in October, November, and December? More or less the same thing, okay? You can check with your family, or you can even invent it, okay? You don't have to put the real ones. Just put something that will be more or less the same value, okay? So, o los podéis inventar si queréis. No tenéis por qué poner los valores reales, ¿ok? O los podéis inventar. Solo poner valores distintos. Just make sure that you put different values, ¿ok? Gas and electricity. Gas y electricidad, PG&E. Cable, televisión por cable. Internet, internet. Sanitary services, la basura. All right. Car payment, ¿estáis pagando un carro? ¿Estáis pagando un carro cada mes? So if you guys are paying for a car, so just put it right here. Car insurance, tenéis que pagar por la insurance también, ¿verdad? So ahí también ponéis la aseguranza, ¿ok? O el seguro. Gasoline, gasolina, la gasolina del carro y de los carros. Car services, so si habéis tenido que pasar servicio al carro, so lo ponéis ahí. So car services sometimes will be zero and sometimes will be something depending on the month, right? All right. Food. You guys, you're gonna spend some food depending on the month. You can spend more or less. Okay. Food es comida. Clothing. So depending on the month as well, you're gonna spend more or less. Es ropa. Clothing is ropa. Subscription services. Do you guys have Netflix? Do you guys have HBO? So add them and then put it right here. And finally, gym and sports. So si vais al gimnasio, pues ahí lo ponéis. Y como ahora los gimnasios están cerrados, pues no vais al gimnasio. Because all of them are closed, so then you just put 0. Health insurance, this one is important. Are you guys paying health insurance? Just put it right there. So as I said, this is only an example. You don't have to put the real values. It's up to you, ¿ok? No tenéis por qué poner los valores reales, ¿ok? ¿Está correcto? Perfecto. All right. Now that I have the values for October, that is this column, the column B, November, that is the column C, and December, that is the column D, I'm gonna be doing all the calculations of totals. I will also put the incomes, and I'm going to obtain the savings automatically. But now let's gonna do it step by step. What category your family spends most of the budget? Probably the rent, but it depends. It will change, okay? So just put the answer right here. What category is the less expensive one? So if you have some of them that they are 0, so just put them. So I'm gonna put cable, car payment, car services, the gym, and the health insurance. I'm gonna put everything here, right? So you can put it. Ahí tenéis que poner las más baratas. Solo pones aquí las respuestas. And now the cool part. Create a pie chart with all the categories. All right, are you guys ready? When I mean all the categories, I want to include all the categories right here, these ones, and I want to be including also the average. I want to be also including the average, not for all of them. So let's see how to do it step by step. First, Calculate the values of this column. Calculate the values of the column E. Is the average. Es la media. Es el promedio entre todos. So how you guys calculate that? Super easy. Click on the first one. Let's put an equal sign. Remember? Equal. And now start typing average. We did it the other day. Remember? Average. Okay. I want the average of mortgage right here. So I want to be selecting 1, press and hold, 2, and 3. Those are the months that I want to put in my calculation. The average of all these guys is going to be, close the parentheses, press enter, 1200. Perfect, right on. I want to do exactly the same for all the items. I was going to extend it, remember? Like we did the other day. So you don't have to type over and over again, equal, average, equal, average. No, you don't have to. No tienes por qué estar poniéndolo todo el rato igual, average, igual, average. No, 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 ya verás. Put the mouse over the, when you select the formula, put the mouse over this little square right here. And then extend it. Extend it until the last one. And you are all set. As you can see, you're going to have a few of them with an error because they are empty. No worries. Just delete them. And the same for this one. I'm going to delete it as well. All right. And the same for this one. I'm going to delete it because they are wrong. Now everything should be fine. You have zeros. You have empty cells. That is totally fine. And you're going to have all the calculations right here. Okay. So ahora sí que vas a tener ahí todos los cálculos que tienes ahí. Answering your question, you can put any number. I want to recommend you guys to check with your family or even you can invent it. Podéis inventarlos. Si vosotros queréis, podéis inventarlos todos los valores de estas columnas. But you're going to need to calculate these values right here automatically using Google Sheets like we already created, okay? Also, let me tell you something that is super important. Select this column, okay? And as you can see, we have a lot of decimals right here. That's gonna reduce the number of decimals. You have this option that is called decrease decimal places and just leave 2 decimals. Then let me just keep it like that. You got it. As you can see, you just need to decrease the decimals or increase it until that you have only 2 decimals. That makes way more sense. All right. Okay, we already did this part right here. That is almost this one, calculate the totals. We did number 5, fill up the average expenses column. The column E is already set up, okay? No worries, guys. You're going to be able to check the video later on. Fill up the totals and calculate the savings. Okay, the totals are right here. I want to calculate this section right now, okay? How you do that? Easy peasy. I want to calculate the total of expenses. I want to calculate all these guys. Quiero calcular la suma de todos estos, incluidos estos. ¿Cómo le hago? Super easy. Just press right here. Type an equal sign. And for adding all of them, it's like in Spanish, suma, addition, S-U-M. Is going to be calculating the addition, suma, sum. And now, do you want to add what? Do you want to calculate the addition of all these guys? All right, right on. Do now close the parentheses, and hit enter, and you're all set. As you can see, we already have the total expenses per month right here. Do you have to do the same for the other one? No, you can extend it to the right. You can extend it to this side. Press and hold, and then you're going to extend automatically. As you can see, now it's calculating the addition, the sum, la suma de C3 a C23 of this column right here, the C column. Perfect. Same thing for the other one. Extend it, and you're all set. I want the average expenses. I want the average expenses right here of the totals. Same thing, equal average. No, wait a minute. Can you please extend it? Can you please extend this one? No, please write it right here. Equal average one more time. But I want the average, the average of now only these three values. And then you got it. Perfect. Right on. And finally, I'm going to do something. I'm going to put the total incomes here. Let's going to imagine that I make this much per month. Okay. So because of my family is making 3,500. Okay. I just made it up. And now you want to calculate the savings per month. Quieres calcular lo que ahorras por mes. I put this manually. Now I'm going to calculate the savings automatically. What you guys do? To this value, delete this value right here. So here, let's put an equal sign that you did before. And now just put that you're going to calculate the incomes, that is B28, minus, just put a minus sign that is close by the zero. And now the expenses. All right. This minus this. Hit enter and you're all set. So you know that you are saving all this much per month. Extend it to the right and you got it. All right. So these ones are the totals. Now let's gonna go to the probably the coolest part. Obtain the different pie charts and bar diagrams. Let's gonna calculate and let's gonna obtain the diagrams automatically. Vamos a calcular los diagramas automáticamente. How you guys do that? Super easy. For the step number 3, press and hold in order to select all the payment bills. Press and hold all the payment bills. I don't have other expenses, so yeah, I just leave it like that. And now you're gonna keep and press and hold the control key. Vais a presionar y mantener la tecla control to select even more things. Para para seleccionar todavía más cosas. Just press and hold control. And now that I have it pressed, so press, click, and scroll down and select everything. And now that I have everything selected, you can release it. So una vez que ya lo tienes todo seleccionado, lo puedes quitar, okay? As you can see, I have all this information. I have all this info as well. And now is where the magic happens. Y ahora es cuando ya aparece la magia. Mira, click on Insert, click on Chart. And as you can see, you have all the columns automatically for you created. So you see that the mortgage is like 1,200. It should be more or less like this. Water, gas, electricity. Okay, right on. Do you want to create the other chart? Not the column chart, but the pie chart. Scroll down, select pie chart, and then you got it. And you automatically, you are going to obtain the percentages. You are going to obtain the visualization of the most expensive sections. So pretty cool, huh? Now you can move it. For example, I want to move it, just press, hold, and move it wherever you want. Move it wherever you want, and you are all set. Okay. All right. I know that it takes a lot of time, but I just want that you guys make it properly. Please make sure that you take your time in order to calculate everything. So, yo sé que lleva tiempo, pero quiero que le vayáis haciendo, okay? So now, guys, I want to let you guys work on the assignment. I want to answer all the questions that you guys have. And if you guys do me a favor, please, and you can do both diagrams, that would be amazing, okay?